So, this is Jesse and Eric Gordon sitting here. We're finally sitting down to do a podcast. It's been about over a year since we talked about doing it. Mm-hmm. And we've kind of did it on a budget for sure. Like, I bought an 8-year-old computer to do it. We bought mics off eBay and stuff like that. So we're going to give it a shot. And it does look like we have about 40 minutes left. So
there is a time?
Yeah, there is a time limit on this, and we're going to have to work on that. All right, so we decided to come up with the name Countdown to Geektown, and that was Eric's creation. So I let it be Eric's baby. So, Eric, we're going to do a weekly podcast on news that kind of excited us, and it ranges in every kind of direction, you know.
Movies, comics, nerd stuff.
Movie, comics, sports. Some sports, women's football time. We'll get more into that. MTSU, but we lost to Syracuse pretty badly, but we beat number 2. That was pretty neat. Let's see here. All right, so we're going to start with top 10 countdown of the news events for the week.
For the week, any kind of subject. It can be anything. This week was kind of a shitty week.
Yeah, so we're going to do not what happened in the news, but what happened to us, like what we saw that excited us. It could be what we read.
It'd be so 2 weeks old and I just now saw it.
Yeah, like
Number 10,
Deadpool. So
finally saw Deadpool. Everybody in the world has seen Deadpool by now, except for me. Until now, it was good. I liked it.
You liked it?
Yeah. Some things are hit and miss. You know, some breaking the fourth wall like that. You know, it's not all going to be gut busters.
Did you ever read the comic?
No.
Well, that's what he does in the comic.
I know that's what he does. I know that's what his like gimmicky thing is, but like I'm just saying not everything he says is super hilarious.
Oh yeah,
and it's not gonna be.
You throw 100 jokes in a minute. Yeah, not all of them are gonna land, but it's probably either my second or third favorite.
Yeah, it was definitely up there. I really like it. I think it's one of those movies that is super hilarious the first time you see it, but I think after that, some of those jokes aren't gonna be as funny, and so.
Which part do you remember most? We'll cover that and then we'll move on.
What do you mean?
Well, about the movie. What was your favorite part, or what part do you remember most about it?
I really liked when he got his hand cut off and a little tiny hand.
Tiny hand. That's
what, because I always wondered about that. Like the Wolverine, like how that works, and they actually touched on that and showed it, and it was funny.
Yeah, he didn't
some
just
of the jokes
grow.
He used with it were funny.
See, I personally thought it would be like you grow back your bones full size and then skin and you know all that stuff. But
I mean, like when you grow from a baby, you start out small and you get big. So you just did that all over again.
Yep, and he used it.
It was good. I liked it. I'm glad they went with the hard R, and I think it's a good thing and a bad thing because we'll see movies trying to replicate it.
Right.
Some won't be as good, and some will do a really good job.
We'll see a bunch of R-rated movies come out now.
They've already announced the next Wolverine is supposed to be rated R.
Yeah. Well, he should have been a long time ago.
Yeah.
But not for
the same reasons.
Yeah, but for the violence part. I mean, that's the character, you know. You saw him stab somebody in the second X-Men, and that's about it.
Yeah, right through the chest, but you don't see any blood
nope.
or anything.
All right, so number 9?
Number 9, Indiana Jones 5 finally got an actual release date.
Oh, Grouchy Gramps, Harrison Ford.
I'm not excited. I didn't like 4.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I was happy that they made it, you know, but it didn't feel like the others. It felt more like a Hollywood movie.
Felt like a CG heavy.
Like the other ones were mostly gritty. You know, I don't mind the kind of
swashbuckler.
Yeah, just kind of the over, you know, like swinging around and stuff like that. That's fun. You know, like the Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. You know, like he did that kind of stuff. Yeah, and it was fun. You know, like him and Sean Connery doing all the stuff. You know, an older guy wouldn't really do. It's fine.
Junior.
And this one was just it was too much. I didn't like it as much.
I was kind of hoping they would go for a younger Indiana Jones if they were going to bring it back.
I thought that's what they were doing with the last one, was passing it to Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, but he went fucking crazy.
Yeah, but they could still just pass it on to somebody else and say it's the same character.
Well, they've been talking Chris Pratt forever. Yeah, you know, all that stuff. I'm not excited about it. I mean, I'll be 100% honest.
I guess I should tell the actual date because I didn't bring it up.
We saw the fourth one at a drive-in movie theater, and the thing I remember most is the train that went by. I mean, that's what I remember.
All I can remember is Shia LaBeouf swinging from vines with monkeys, and that just and the driving the Jeep off the cliff onto a branch. Or something.
Oh yeah.
I didn't like that.
It was kind of a little bit of an overkill on all that stuff. So
it's announced that it'll be July 19th, 2019.
So he will be what, 87, something like that.
70. It says here he's 72 right now.
So it'll be
75,
76.
Yeah. If he lives that long.
Well, I mean,
might crash another plane or something.
He survived the broken leg from the Millennium Falcon, and then he crashed his plane like 3 months later.
He keeps doing this, he's not going to last. So.
No. But he was good in the Force, so
yeah.
We'll see how he feels about this property. All right, let's move on.
Number 8, the Crow.
What?
The Crow. The Crow reboot crumbles. The director who they hired to do the Crow reboot. Did you know that was happening?
Yeah.
Okay. He's been removed.
So they fired the director, so they're not going to make the movie?
It just says that right now they don't know. It's like a hiatus.
Okay, well.
See. I'm hoping it doesn't happen.
Me too. I was about to say, this might be something that's for the best on this.
Yeah, I mean, not every movie needs a reboot or remake.
Didn't they make like 3 sequels to that thing?
I don't know. I don't even think I watched the second one.
I watched the second one in theaters, and me and a buddy of mine, we kind of snuck into it, and it was like a whole bunch of BDSM going on in it. That's all I remember. I don't remember a damn thing about it. Something about they throw them off a boat dock or something. I don't know.
It doesn't need to have a remake.
The only reason I was kind of excited for a remake is at one time they said Bradley Cooper was going to be it. And I thought that would be kind of crazy just to see.
I could just see him with the makeup on. Right?
Oh, yeah.
The same hangover haircut. Just put the makeup on.
Same eyeliner and all that stuff. Okay, so no remakes on it. Yeah. Let's stick with the original and forget anything else happened.
Pretend that can never happen.
Like the Edward Furlong one.
Yeah. Number 7 was Walking Dead.
Oh, the show I didn't watch for the last 2 weeks.
So we'll skip it. I don't really want to say spoilers anymore.
Well, your aunt then spoiled it on Facebook.
Yeah, that's something with The Walking Dead that's happened a lot.
Yeah.
I think that's the worst show about it. I mean, there's other shows that a lot of people watch, but for some reason, everybody has no problem just spoiling exactly what happens on The Walking Dead.
I think they're so passionate about it, and they care so much about it that they just gotta express it. Yeah. To me personally, The Walking Dead is kind of fallen behind with me. Like, I kind of see a pattern in everything they do. It's like
get to a safe point, something shit happens, and then
we'll
back to level 1.
We'll start the season crazy, then drop down, then end crazy again, and they kill people just for the wow factor of it. Yeah. And it's like, how much crazy shit can you do? And it's like you see them make all these dumb decisions, and it's like,
you should have learned your lesson by now.
Yeah, you should have already figured this out.
And now there's certain characters are getting back to where they've started out weak, and then they became where nothing affects them anymore.
Right.
And now they're right back to where they're weak. Like, stuff's bothering them again. It just seems like a weird transition for those characters.
Yeah, I'd probably be a crazy son of a bitch if the zombie apocalypse happened. I'd just be feral.
Just be more of a hermit.
Yeah.
Just don't go out more.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
Number 6 is PlayStation announced their Oculus Rift bundle, or the Oculus Rift in general. They're launching it.
Well, it's called PlayStation VR.
Yeah, their version of Oculus.
Yeah. It used to be called Project Morpheus, which I think is a cooler name. Yeah. So how much is it?
The bundle is $4.99, and it comes with 2 remotes, the headset, and the camera.
Okay, and
just the headset itself is $3.99.
So it's kind of my understanding that you have to have at least the camera.
Yeah,
right.
From what I've read, they said some games will work better with the remotes. But
right.
Not all of them have to have it.
The Move remote.
Yeah.
Well,
the little looks like an ice cream cone.
Yeah. Yeah. When I worked at GameStop, we didn't sell any. It was a hard sell.
Well, you make it look something that dumb. Nobody wants to use it.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason I ended up selling some was because of the gun support that was in Killzone 3, I believe. But the light on your controller works as a move thing as well, so that might be part of it too. Right. So
that's quite a big price cut compared to the Oculus Rift. It says $600, and the HTC Vive is $800. So.
Yeah, $800, and you need like a
selling point.
$2,000 computer to run it.
Yeah,
at least. Kind of excited for it. You know, I want No Man's Sky, and I kind of want it to be VR. And I looked on the list, and I didn't see it on there. So
that's disappointing.
Yeah, No Man's Sky will come out in June 21st or something like that. Yeah. And then the VR comes out October, right? It just has a month. It doesn't have a whole date. So they just got October 31st, I think.
I'm not seeing it on this. I'm not prepared.
Well, it's our first show, so please forgive us on any of this stuff. And if we sound kind of weird, we're from Tennessee. So, all right. So, PlayStation VR wins the VR war if you're on a budget. Yeah. If you're on a budget,
which I'm not excited about it. I don't really care about that stuff. You know, I don't get into 3D, and to me, a lot of it seems gimmicky. Yeah, and I don't like jumping in too early because a lot of it just goes away.
Yeah.
Like the PlayStation Move.
The only thing that's weird about this is there's 3 different products of it. It's like it's kind of me personally. I like the HoloLens, the Microsoft HoloLens. What they did with Minecraft and all that stuff. How they projected it on that table and it popped up kind of like the maps in Avatar where you can scroll through it. That was kind of neat. But
I've not seen this at all.
Really?
No.
No? Who's unprepared? Well, anyway, what it does is it's augmented reality. So what you do is you'll have glasses on and you'll look at the stuff around you and it will project images onto those stuff. So if you're playing Minecraft, you can actually play it against your wall, or you can actually go third person and come up above it, and you can view your friend who's actually playing it in the game itself. But the coolest thing I thought, I forget who was talking about it. It might have been The Patch by Rooster Teeth. They were talking about HoloLenses with scary games.
Yeah, I can see that being.
Yeah, so you have like a ghost or something coming through a wall, and it's your bedroom wall that you're looking at. Right. And you turn it off, and you're laying there in bed, and all of a sudden you hear something, and you look at that damn wall. Yeah, it might be effective in that sense. Going back to PlayStation VR, I have Alien Isolation. I do not think I can play that game in VR. I know they got it for Oculus, but I want it on PlayStation VR. It's got to be on PlayStation VR.
See that game they cut out with Guillermo del Toro?
Yeah. PT. Yeah.
Playing something like that.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, sir. I still got it on my PlayStation, so you can't get it anymore. All right, so that was 6.
Yeah.
All right, so
number 5, the Sausage Party Red Band trailer.
Sausage. Oh, okay. The movie, not the porn that you watch. I'm kidding. Yeah, I actually sent this to you, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. I listened to another podcast, a weekly pod, and they've been talking about this movie forever, and I did not think it was real. Like, they've been saying all this stuff, and they're like, there's no way this is real.
If he explained it to me, just in words without me saying it.
An animated movie that...
Heavy R.
That is a supremely heavy R, but it's... Talking food. Looks like a kiddie movie.
Kind of like a Toy Story with food.
Veggie Tales.
Yeah.
And it
just looks good. You need to check it out.
It's funny. Hang on one second.
Anything with Seth Rogen.
So it looks really funny. Like, I was showing guys at work. They're like, they like, because it starts out, it's like a kid's movie, and they're like freaking out. And I was like, no, trust me, give it just a second. And then it starts to where she's peeling his belly.
Yeah.
It's like, Jesus fucking Christ. All right. So
good.
It looks good. Do yourself a favor, watch it. If you don't mind cursing.
Yeah.
So if you don't mind cursing.
It's Red Band for a reason.
Yeah. And we should probably be too. All right, so moving on.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Another trailer. The new X-Men trailer.
Oh, Apocalypse.
Oh, yeah. It looks so good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I never read the storyline in the comics.
For shame.
Yeah, so I don't really know how it follows anything.
I tried for years,
Is it the
folks.
same people?
Tried for years.
I don't know. Is it the same characters that he is using as the 4 horsemen or whatever?
That's in the Age of Apocalypse thing? No, I don't think so. No, I think Wolverine was one.
Oh, really?
And I don't even think he's in this movie.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He's not in the trailers.
No. But he wouldn't be because this is a whole different team. I mean, he's technically still there, but it's not. It's not. It's set in the 80s, and it's the First Class.
Well, he was in the First Class.
He was a little bit in it. He told him to fuck off. That was it.
Yeah.
Okay, it looks really good. I had my reservations about Apocalypse because the character design looked like a Power Rangers enemy.
Yeah.
It has grown on me. Yeah. They've tweaked it. I do like what's his name, Oscar Isaac.
Yeah,
I like him.
I never heard of him until I saw Star Wars.
What?
I never heard. Like, I've heard the name, but I had no idea.
The first movie I saw him in was
I've seen him in Ex Machina now.
Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch.
The Zack Snyder. Yeah, he was the bad guy.
The doctor.
Yeah, the resident doctor or whatever it is.
I just kept hearing the name like he was like this legendary actor, and I just had no idea.
He's pretty good back then.
He was good in Ex Machina. I liked it.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
So now I know when that's who it was because I didn't even really notice it. You know, with the blue face and all that.
Oh yeah, yeah. You can't tell when he's in that one shot. The only thing that bugs me about Bryan Singer's X-Men is the costumes. None of them are brightly colored. You know, they're all dark.
Yeah,
which is okay. Early 2000s.
It makes what's her name? I don't know her name. The one playing Psylocke or something like that.
Psylocke. Olivia Munn.
Yeah. Her costume doesn't look like it fits in the same world as everybody else's.
Yeah, because it's brightly colored.
It looks like like a cartoon comic, and everybody else's doesn't. So.
Well, I mean they did that with First Class, and it worked.
Yeah. I
don't know why. These are the same people. Just use it. The best part of all these movies to me is Magneto. Yeah. I mean, Michael Fassbender.
He's awesome.
Man, he's just great. Yeah. Even in that trailer when he's like screaming and all that stuff's going around him, I was like, he's bringing it.
Storm looks really good. I like the way she looks in this.
Yeah, yeah. Awesome. She looks like that in I forget what run in comics, but
the Mohawk.
Yeah, I tried for years to get you to read comics, and you never did until you got The Walking Dead.
Yeah. And that's all I read.
And that's all you read. I think bright colors confuse you or something. I guess.
I don't know.
I don't know. I got a whole bunch over there.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
You still got my Batman Hush, which I'm trying to read, but and I'm going to give you Civil War before that movie comes out if the guy at work brings it back. All right, so that was 4.
Also, I'm excited about having Nightcrawler back. I liked him in the other X-Men, I think 2.
Yeah.
And he's a younger person. I don't know who plays him, but I just like the character. I always liked him in the comics. Or
you
the
like
cartoons. Yeah. So, all right. Number 3.
Oh, wait. Before you do that, I got a gripe about these X-Men movies.
The Bryan Singer? Or
yep.
Okay.
Another gripe. Jennifer Lawrence.
You don't like her?
I don't like her because all of a sudden these movies are about her. She's a big star, so they're going to put her name on it to sell it, but Mystique isn't that big of a character.
She was a really big one in the earlier X-Men movies, too. She was a pretty good character.
Because she was a hot blonde?
You said Jennifer Lawrence. You just say the fact she's a hot blonde playing her.
Right, but I'm just saying, now it's even more so. Now it's the trailer shows her as, like, leading the crew.
I didn't notice that.
But, I don't need her to be the leader of the X-Men. I mean, maybe that's just me.
Wasn't she always the bad guy anyway?
Right.
She was always with Magneto.
Right. Well, in the movies she was for sure. Yeah. I think in the comics it's more Mr. Sinister, which we haven't seen, which we desperately need to if we're going to have cable.
I don't even know who that is.
Yep. Sad. Okay. Enough of my rant. We can go back to your list.
Okay. Number 3. Daredevil season 2 has started now.
Have you seen it?
I've seen the first episode. I did this more for the trailer because we finally see the Punisher coming in. This looks really, really good.
So you've only seen one episode.
Just the first episode.
Well, I'll tell you what. Chain, what's his name? John
I don't know his name.
Baruchel or something like that. Yeah. But he's good.
He's good.
Yeah, he's good.
I just picturing him when they said that. I didn't like him in The Walking Dead. I mean, he played an unlikable character to me, so he did a good job at being what he was supposed to be.
Right.
But as soon as they announced him, I was like, that's like a perfect casting.
Yeah.
I can just see him perfectly.
Man, you've seen one episode. I've seen up to 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Man, he's good.
5 when I got here.
Yeah, he's good.
So he's in it a lot.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, up till 4, I know for sure. 5, they kind of introduce Elektra.
Okay, so what do you think about her? I haven't seen her at all yet. I don't like that character anyway. I haven't. Like in the movies I've seen. And
she's big in Daredevil. That's all I really care about. I mean, Nachos is her last name or something like that. No. She's okay. I kind of, from episode 5, I'm not impressed with who she is, like who they're portraying her to be. She just seems, maybe it's the character. She just seems just spoiled and bored. So
bored or boring?
Yeah, so bored. So she's playing with Matt. But definitely, I need to get through them. And having to work as much as I did this last week and trying to get all this stuff ready for this, I didn't get to watch very many. But
like we watched the first episode first thing yesterday morning, and then we had to leave for the entire day.
Yeah. And
then the first one leaves on kind of like a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
So I was like,
oh, it's.
I'm dying to watch the rest of
it. It gets pretty damn good. I'm just saying, Punisher in this one so far is awesome.
Keeping in topic with Daredevil, have you watched Jessica Jones?
They had 13 episodes. I've watched 10.
Did you like it?
For the most part, but I didn't finish it, so I didn't love it.
I really liked it. It started kind of slow, but I really, really like David Tennant's character.
Yeah,
He's a really good.
That's your doctor.
Yeah, but still,
that's not my doctor.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I like him as an actor anyway. So
he's pretty intense in that show too.
I like just the character itself.
Right. I don't understand his power though.
Yeah, they said it's not really. It's like
it's a virus.
Yeah.
But I don't understand the boundaries of it. I mean, everybody in the whole.
I think it's within
building?
no, I think it was within like 30 feet, something like that. Like as far as he can see, but not like I don't know.
Yeah.
Within the distance of him, like in a room.
What if he needs glasses?
Shut up. And
they did Luke Cage.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna go from there. When Luke Cage trailer came out. Thanks for stepping on my fucking words.
Beat you to it, bitch.
I mean, it didn't really show much, but it looked good. I liked his character in Jessica Jones, and he just disappears like in 4 episodes.
Oh, yeah.
He's gone.
Keeping on that, Luke Cage is coming out excited. Did you see Iron Fist? You don't know anything about the Defenders or anything like that.
Nope. I saw who they announced as playing him, which I thought looked good.
It looks good until you know the character.
Oh, okay.
Character's name is like Danny Rand. I thought he was supposed to be Asian, but I guess I was wrong. But, oh well. I mean, they've been calling for this forever. Like, they want his series. And we kind of need it for a Defenders series.
Who else is in the Defenders?
I think it's him, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and Daredevil. I think. I don't know. It's not. For the last couple of years, I've been reading all DC titles, so... You know, I grew up on Marvel, so anything fresh and new other than like Civil War or all that stuff is just, I've been preoccupied catching up on DC stuff. So I stepped on your toes there. Is that all you need to talk about?
Yeah, that's all I had.
The
trailer didn't show much. It just showed that
it's just a teaser. Yeah.
It looks, I like his character and Jessica Jones. So.
Just to show you what it could be, and hopefully.
Pretty much everything that Netflix has done so far has been really good.
Yeah, and it's top notch. Talking about Daredevil, though, the fight scenes this season, don't look as well as the first one.
Like more choreographed or something?
Yeah, they look like dances. They look like they're pulling punches. I can see it. Like, the first one with that hallway fight, that was just awesome.
Yeah,
well, they do one... First series, yes. They do one this season.
I read that another 5-minute scene.
Yeah, he's running down like these stairs in a building beating up people. Well, it's not one take like the first one was supposed to look like. And it just looks like, they're phantom punches for sure. Maybe it's just me being overcritical of it. I mean, I still loved it. Like, I was praising high heaven about the Punisher stuff. But the fight scenes look a little dancey, I guess. Kind of like...
Usually fighting like that, one guy on multiple always, to me, looks like it's...
Like it's the prequels. The Phantom Menace, all that stuff. All those fighting is just a big dance.
Something that just jumps out at me is the... remake of Old Boy. There's a scene where he's in like a warehouse,
the hallway or something like that. Yeah,
and then just you can see people standing waiting their turn in the background to jump in. And
I guess you're always gonna have that with a long scene like that. Yeah. All right. But Daredevil's awesome. Go watch it.
Definitely. Number 2. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children trailer.
Oh, Tim Burton's X-Men, which I'm stealing from your wife.
Yeah. It looks good. I've been a Tim Burton fan. As far as his movies go, I don't really like him that much. But
I am not a Tim Burton fan.
You don't like movies at all?
No, I like 2 of his movies.
That's
and yeah, my wife will kill me if I say this, but I only like Sleepy Hollow, and I only like Big Fish.
So you don't like Edward Scissorhands?
No.
I'm going to name every movie you don't like Pee-wee's.
No. I don't like it. I don't like what he did with Batman. I don't like any of that stuff.
I like the Batman. I think they don't hold up as well. I know a lot of people hate saying that. But.
It's more a testament to Tim Burton, but his Batman is a character study on the villains, not Batman himself. And I guess to me, I just wanted a Batman movie and not the villains.
See all the movies he's made. I can only think of the ones that come to mind. But I liked a lot of his earlier stuff. And to me, the last 5 movies at least he's done have not been interesting.
Starting with
I hated his
Charlie.
Willy Wonka. Yeah, Chili Chocolate. I hated that. The Alice in Wonderland to me was a disappointment. The Dark Shadows was a disappointment. A lot of them looked good. The trailers and the aesthetic going into it, but then just to me they were not fun. And this looks really good, and it might be another one of those that looks really good on trailer and then sucks, but I hope not.
Right. I mean, my wife is excited to see this, so I'm probably going to get drugged to it. So I am kind of hoping it's like X-Men, Tim Burton X-Men style. But I'm sure to be like I was telling you earlier, he doesn't have Johnny Depp's name on it. Yeah. So he's not banking on that to sell the movie, so he might actually put something in it we haven't seen.
I haven't seen Helena Bonham Carter either.
Oh yeah.
She's in like everything. I think
they're
still married.
They're divorced.
They're divorced now.
Yeah,
that might be why.
Kick that bitch out. Yeah.
Well, she's one of the better things in most of his movies anyway.
Yeah, she's actually a pretty damn good actress.
Yeah. All right, number 1.
This is your top news story of the week.
The last couple weeks. We've been working on this for a little bit. Captain America Civil War trailer.
Oh, yeah.
And Spider-Man.
And Spider-Man. Okay.
The trailer looks awesome.
Yes.
Everything. I love it. Even though a lot of people are complaining about seeing, good guys fighting good guys. And now you have the Superman versus Batman, more good guys versus...
Oh, yeah.
But to me, the trailer looks awesome. I'm happy to see Spider-Man in it.
Right.
Because Spider-Man's awesome.
Because you like Spider-Man.
I like Spider-Man.
Okay.
I didn't like the last 2 Spider-Man movies.
No.
Or 3. Last 3 Spider-Man movies.
Well, I'll tell you this about... I told you Deadpool was probably my 3rd favorite Marvel movie. Mm-hmm. Only beat out by Guardians, which is my number 2. And my number 1 is Winter Soldier. I mean, I love that fucking movie. I'm not huge on spy movies all the time, like the espionage feel to stuff and the older ones. But I mean, this movie, I loved it. And this is directed by the same 2 people, the Russo brothers. who's also going on to do the Infinity Gauntlet stuff, the Infinity War. So, I mean, it just looks awesome. Black Panther looks awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. His suit.
The character, I didn't read the comics, so I got my information from cartoons and kids at school playing. They had the little trading cards, and Black Panther, just going off his look, was always one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, I mean, his outfit's probably the best outfit I've seen in comic book movies. I think followed by Daredevil, or not Daredevil, Deadpool. Yeah, Deadpool for sure.
Must be the white eyes.
I think they messed up by putting Spider-Man in it.
In the trailer?
In a trailer.
Just because of the reveal, or?
Yes. I think they.
I thought we already knew he was going to be in it. I thought they'd announced he was in it.
Fans have known, but now every little boy out there knows Spider-Man. Yeah. And so they're all claiming for him. Well, what if he's only in it like the last 5 minutes or something like that? I don't know. I think they put expectations on the wrong thing with having him in it. Don't get me wrong, I'm excited to have him because maybe Marvel can do something with him, but...
Yeah. Sony can't. It is Sony.
Yeah, it is Sony.
They've messed up. I'm happy with him being in it. I didn't really like his costume as much. Just...
The look of it?
The color. The color looks off.
The color
look,
does...
To me, looks okay. It just... The color looks off.
Yeah, the color is a bit off on it. I think... Did you look at the high-res photos of it since we talked about it? No. The high-res photos actually make it look a little better. You can see the detail and the stitching. It doesn't look like a furry red. Yeah, to me, that's what it looks like, red. A soft red. Yeah. The high visibility detail picture or whatever it was actually showed like there's a pattern in it and all that stuff, and it actually looks good. I think they should have chose blue and red or black and red, not blue, black and red. Yeah. It kind of throws it off. I mean, it's a throwback to Spider-Man artist Mike Ditka or something like that. I don't know. That's the coach, right? That's a football player. Yeah. But I forget his name, but it's like some like 70s artist guy. That's what he looks like. And
I've read... it was just the headline that I saw, but it said that they're going to have multiple Spider-Man costumes in the movie.
Yeah, and well...
The ones they showed, I hope not.
When I get Civil War back, I'll let you read it. He's got at least 2 in it. And spoilers, he shows his identity in Civil War. I do not think they'll do that in the movie, though. Not for him. Right. Because Marvel hasn't had time to do anything with the character. But I don't know, at the end of Iron Man, they kind of showed his identity. Yeah. But
that's what I find weird is, to me, like what I've read with the comics that was the whole thing of the Civil War, was that they were passing an act where they made all superheroes identify themselves.
Right.
Who they really are.
And
that doesn't come through as much in the trailer, to me.
Not really.
Especially because Tony Stark everybody knows who he is. He in the first movie? At the end of the first movie? Or the second movie?
He said, "I am Iron Man."
Yeah, he tells everybody. So it's like, not throw that out the window.
But he's pretentious. Yeah. So
everybody already knows who Captain America is.
Right, but the Tony Stark in the comics is a bit more somber, a bit more serious. He's
not snarky?
Well, they've wrote him to be snarky now, but they have a big accident in Civil War, and it calls for mutants to be held accountable for what they do. So the government, not public knowledge, but all government stuff should be public knowledge. But the government wanted to registrate mutants, rope them in, train them, assign them areas, and all that kind of stuff. And they go to Cap. They're like, "We need you to bring in so and so." He's like, "I ain't doing that." And they thought he'd be the poster child for it. And he's like, "I'm not for any of that stuff." So that's what causes the rift in that. I think what causes the rift in this movie is Bucky.
They want him to bring in Bucky.
Yeah, but I don't think it's as black and white as that. I think he's framed, and he's framed for a bombing on some UN thing that the Black Panther is at, and maybe it kills his dad. So what's his name takes up the mantle and does it. Have you seen the pictures where people take it and they take pictures out of the trailer and they're like...
I've seen the one with like somebody's missing an arm.
Well, yeah, that strictly looks like Bucky's arm.
Yeah.
But have you seen the picture of Bucky standing there, and then in the background is a that looks like Bucky in it, but the other picture is Bucky standing in front of one of those cryogenic places. There's a guy behind him, and everybody thought it was Bucky, and that's like, well, Bucky's standing right there. So there's rumors online that it's Quicksilver. Yeah, so he died, and so there's some people saying it's that, some people saying it's this guy named Matt von Sydow, or wait, that's an actor, ain't it? I don't know. But it might be Quicksilver the more I think about it, but I really don't.
They brought him back to life the same way they did Bucky?
Yeah.
And made him bad?
Tried to use him as a
brainwashed?
soldier. Yeah. Okay. But I'm pumped. I can't wait. But I cannot believe you don't have Batman and Superman on your list.
I feel like that's older than...
Son of a bitch. It comes out this Friday.
It's not news. It's coming out.
Oh, it's news.
The last trailer was longer to me. I feel like it was like a month ago. So I didn't...
You watched the last trailer of that?
I thought we watched it here.
Yeah. Difficulties there. My mic was crackling for some reason. But we were talking about...
The fact that I didn't put Batman versus Superman.
Yeah. It's Superman versus Batman in my book. I know. Nobody likes Superman but me.
Everybody likes Superman.
No. I have a feeling that in this movie they're going to make Batman win. Or not necessarily win, but he'll get the upper hand. Because he's popular.
Right.
I mean, they're going to make, 3 Affleck Batman movies? Something like that. Yeah. Yeah, so I know he's working on one right now, but...
Is he in Suicide Squad?
Yeah. They showed him in that trailer. He's on the top of his car. Yeah. I was just told by Eric that he's not going to be here next week. So, I don't know. I may have to do a...
We could try Skype.
Are you going to be on the Outer Banks? Is that where you're going? Well, we'll see what kind of internet they got there, and we'll try to Skype it in. And but that requires you to watch the movie.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty sure on your vacation, your wife is not going to want to go.
Actually, we usually go to movies more.
Really?
On vacation because we don't have anything else to do.
Well, we did. We went down to Orlando. We saw the night before down there.
Last vacation we went on, we saw the other Ben Affleck movie. The Beat on Your Wife.
Oh, Gone Girl?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to try to watch the movie and Skype in from the Outer Banks. If that doesn't work, we can talk about it when you come back, but I might try to put my wife on here because she's a big Batman fan and I'm a big Superman fan. So
that'll work.
Maybe, but I definitely want to talk about the movie for sure.
I'm being replaced already.
Well, maybe you shouldn't go away the second week of trying to start a podcast.
That ends the top 10
for this week.
Yeah, for this week.
This is the list Eric thought was most newsworthy. So,
yeah,
that's a bit of Eric right there. All right, so it wasn't too bad. Some interesting news, but it was kind of a slow week because everybody's waiting. We're all building up to all these movies. I mean, we got Batman, Superman. We got Civil War. We got, what is it? The Jungle Book, I think. And then Tarzan, X-Men, Suicide Squad, which looks amazing. The more I watch about that, the more I feel it's going to be awesome.
I don't hate it as much as I first did when I saw it. To me, it looked interesting.
Well, have you watched any of the animated movies that Warner Brothers have put out.
No.
I have like every one of them. And I think I've tried to give you a couple. And I can also give you a couple about the Avengers. It's got Black Panther in it and stuff like that. So you can kind of learn about Wakanda and all that. I mean, it's different from the movies, of course. But there's a guy at work I'm getting into comics, too. He's got my Civil War right now. So I'm going to, as soon as he's done, I'm going to get it back to you so you can actually read it. All right, so that was a good first little try countdown to Geektown. And, you know, we usually will talk about stuff afterward. Like, we were just talking sports while I was waiting on my computer to restart.
And hopefully in the future, half of them won't be trailers.
Yeah.
It'll be actually news.
We can actually talk about stuff.
Yeah.
And I was trying to get him to watch 11/22/63, which is really good. It's an 8-part miniseries about a Stephen King book.
Mm-hmm. Alternate
Yeah.
take on JFK assassination?
Well, not quite. It's about a guy who finds a time portal that goes back in time, and he goes back to, like, in the book I think it's like 1959, but in the show it's like 1960. And this one guy is trying to go back and stop the assassination of JFK because his buddy feels like it was the turning point of our country. Like, our country's gone downhill because of the loss of JFK. You know, we started Vietnam and all that stuff after that. It's really good. It's got, what's his name? The guy from Pineapple Express. James Franco? Yeah. He's really good in it. And actually, he was going to do this property on his own, but J.J. Abrams coming in and all that stuff. So it's really good. I haven't read the book, but I plan on getting the audiobook to it after the series is over. So if I like the series, once I read the book, it'll just open it up more, hopefully.
I have the book. I've had it for a long time. I just have not read it.
I know. You're a big Stephen King fan.
Yeah.
Big Stephen King. Speaking of that, there's news about the Dark Tower. Did you see? It's supposed to be Idris Elba as the gunslinger.
He's the gunslinger?
Yeah, I think so.
I just saw that he was... I didn't see what he was announced for. I just thought he was in it.
thought he was announced
So I didn't know if he was the wizard or whatever.
as Roland. But they also cast Matthew McConaughey. He's a good actor. Why are you laughing?
I just always go straight back to Dazed and Confused.
No. True Detective.
All right.
True Detective is awesome.
He is really good.
All right, so I don't know. To me, I would kind of swap those roles. I'd make Idris Elba the more intense. What's his name? Man in Black.
I thought he was a wizard or something.
Is he called the Wizard? I don't know.
I don't remember. Did you read the books?
I listened to the first one on Audible. Audible. Hint. Maybe we can use you later on. But I listened to the first one, and I actually, since hearing this, I have all the Marvel comics of it, and I've only read like the first 3, so I kind of need to read them all. But I have an Audible credit right now, and I'm probably gonna just start at the beginning and do all of them. You know, there's like 7 books or something like that.
I read the first one on a recommendation of Daryl, my friend, and couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
And just didn't like I didn't have any want to keep reading it. And then I kept hearing about how great it was. I went back and read it a second time, and it was the same thing. I just couldn't get into it. Yeah,
I think it's the way they talk, like the speech in it.
Yeah.
But I've listened to the first one. And this was years ago. This was even after you read it. So we probably need to get back into this because, I mean, I liked the first 2 hardbacks that I read of the comics. But I actually got into it, and I can't hardly remember anything about it other than, you know, the way they speak and all that stuff. But I'm going to just start over. I'll buy the book again on Audible and start with 1 and do 1 a month. Try to.
I can't listen to audiobooks.
Why?
I drift off. I don't pay attention. I lose concentration.
You listen to podcasts, though.
I can do that. I don't have to have every word, hang on to them completely.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love audiobooks. Like, luckily I've been able to listen to them, because it's...
Your job.
Yeah. With past jobs and stuff like that, they allowed us to have music going, headphones, and music gets repetitive, old. Music today is kind of non-existent.
Shitty.
To me, yeah. So I just started listening to audiobooks. I started with the Eye of the World series by Robert Jordan. Remember that series I'm trying to get you into and all that stuff? Started with those and just go. I mean, I have an Audible account. I get a credit every week or month. So I've gotten autobiographies lately, but I think I'm going to go back and try to do The Dark Tower. Now, I could probably read the first one in about the same time that the audiobook is. Cause
it's not a long book.
No, it's not at all. But the others get super thick. Like you get in 4 and 5, 6 and 7. They're all super thick. They're like 40-hour audiobooks. So they're pretty deep into it. But I like the universe that builds in that first book. Like you said, it's a hard read, and it's totally different from anything Stephen King writes. But I like it, and it kind of...
Most books he writes are just character after character after character.
Right.
And that world is just, 2 people?
Well,
a couple of towns, but not big characters that stay in the book.
I think the problem with this one is it's a world-building kind of series. So not even world, it's universe. Like it's totally different. Yeah. And it actually, right as I read that, I got into Coheed and Cambria, and their one album, I forget which one it is, Good Apollo or something like that. Their world kind of blended into the Gunslingers world to me. Yeah. Like it's super heavy, like universe driven. Both seem to have like gunslingers kind of thing to it. So it kind of actually made me appreciate Coheed. And before then, I couldn't stand them. Now they're like one of my favorite bands. Yeah. And I sadly missed them on Tuesday because I work and can't go to Nashville during the week. So, but I think you should go back and give it another shot.
Read it a third time.
Read it a third time, or I'll give you the comic books so you can see some pictures to it. It helps build the world. I'm telling you, because you read it like a Stephen King novel. Yeah. You read it like all his other ones, which are set in Maine usually. This is not Maine.
It's not in Derry, Maine.
Well, it's kind of like the Shannara series. You didn't even know that was supposed to be Earth.
No.
Yeah. But it kind of hints at it in Sword of Shannara that it's a world gone nuclear or something like that. Remnants of it. I just remember them fighting this big spider that was it had parts of cars and stuff built in it. So Gunslinger, I might give that a shot. Anything that you might do before your vacation this week? No? Work? Nothing afterward? You come home, maybe you watch Daredevil like we talked about?
Well, I'm going to keep watching Daredevil when I have a chance, and I'll watch Better Call Saul. Keep up on that.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's not as good as Breaking Bad. But
I still have Breaking Bad to finish.
Yeah.
I'm on the last season, on like the last 5 episodes. I mean,
they are slow, but they're good.
Yeah, it's that show to me was kind of one of those soul-stealing shows. Like, if I watched it, I just felt terrible at the end of it. And I remember sitting in my apartment when I was going to college and watching like 4 or 5 in a row and just feeling like miserable afterward. But it's a good damn show. Yeah. And I just couldn't. I don't know. I couldn't finish it. And And
You never
because
watched Sons of Anarchy? Have you?
No.
Yeah, that's
No.
the same type.
I mean, I watched The Shield, and that one would kill you too. I mean, our friend Justin was super adamant about it, and he bought every season, and we watched them all. Man, it's just something about really severe dramas.
Yeah.
I don't really want to watch a lot of that stuff. I use it as escapism, and I don't want to escape to that world.
Right. They don't bother me that bad.
Oh, well, Eric lives in a fantasy, everybody. Ooh, my name's Eric. I'm going to the Outer Banks. Ooh. All right, so you're going to watch Daredevil.
Definitely that.
And a little bit of other TV shows. So
I feel like we should have a list of Netflix you should watch. Because that's about all I do watch is Netflix now.
So I watch Netflix and YouTube. But been kind of lacking on the YouTube part, just getting ready for all this. Been trying to watch the Daredevil, as I said. Every night before we go to bed, me and my wife I got her into X-Files. And we'll go back and she doesn't like the anthology so much, but she loves like the Monster of the Week stuff. Yeah. So we'll try to hit them, and they're just all over the place, which one we're trying to do. Me personally, I love the anthology stuff, but I love Aliens. So.
Yeah, I like all of them.
Yeah, but it's good to catch them that way for somebody who doesn't know the whole series.
Yeah.
It's good just to jump in,
I mean, I wanted to get Chelsea into watching them, so I bought the first couple of seasons. And when I put in the first disc for the very first one, I was even lost. Yeah. And we watched, I think 4 or 5 were on the first disc, and I was just like, this seems so weird. I'd put in the last disc of the first season. And we watched all of them.
You kind of missed, 18 episodes before that?
Yeah. So it threw us off a little bit, but she didn't get into them as much.
Well, what do you think about the podcast? Mm-hmm. Do you think it's a good outlet where you can come and talk? And
yeah, I just got to work on it. I'm not.
We got to do some bullet points, some homework.
Yeah, I got to have more in front of me.
More discipline.
Yeah.
But hopefully we can get this edited and put out soon. Working on a theme song now.
I'm looking at the list of movies for this summer.
Okay. And
there's a lot of really good ones and a lot of sequels and remakes that shouldn't be.
We'll go through them. Let's hear
them. Let's see. Coming up soon. Of course, the next one is Batman vs. Superman.
Oh, yeah.
My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2.
No.
Which I never saw the first one.
No. No, thank you.
Everybody Wants Some. Have you heard of that?
What?
It's a spiritual sequel to Dazed and Confused.
Oh, yeah.
It's by Richard Linklater.
Yeah,
I haven't even seen the preview, but I like all the movies.
I've seen the preview, and it looks so-so. It looks like trying too hard.
Okay.
It looks like he went to the 80s or something like that. Mm-hmm. Dazed and Confused was 70s.
70s,
yeah. Looks like he went to the 80s, and there's, I don't know.
Same type of movie, just set in a different time period.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. April, we got Hardcore Henry. Have you seen that trailer?
I've seen the trailer. Doesn't do much for me.
It'd be something I'd watch on DVD. I wouldn't want to go to theaters and see it.
It's neat. Rooster Teeth got a early screening to it, South by Southwest or whatever, and made a couple of people sick.
Yeah, some people just can't watch that. Some people, Cloverfield made people sick. Yeah. It didn't bother me at all.
I saw the first little movie he made, that guy, where he made it was like that was a music video or something like that. And that looked pretty neat. I don't know about a whole movie that way, but it
makes me think of the Doom movie where they had the one sequence.
Well, that was awesome.
Like that. Yeah, but I wouldn't see a whole movie like that.
Yeah.
It's just, like I said, I'd watch it on DVD.
We'll watch it when it comes out. Maybe Redbox it or something. Yeah. But I don't think we'll go to the movies for that one.
No. April 15th, The Jungle Book.
Wow.
I think it looks okay. I like all the actors they brought in, the voices.
Neither you or I have kids.
Yeah.
So.
I'll still watch it. I have Chelsea. We watch every animated movie that comes out.
But this ain't animated.
Yeah, I know, but it's a kid's movie. And some of it's CGI.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Idris Elba, Christopher Walken, Bill Murray.
We will probably go to that.
Scarlett Johansson.
We'll go to that small theater and watch it probably, for sure.
The Huntsman. That's a sequel.
Oh, yeah. The Winter's Bane or...
Winter's War.
Yeah.
I haven't even seen a trailer for it.
I've seen...
I know they replaced Twilight Girl.
Oh, yeah. Well, she kind of slept with the director on the first one. Yeah. So that...
Well, who they replaced her with? Is it Emily Blunt?
Maybe. If it is, then it's infinitely better. Yeah.
I also heard that she's going to be in the reboot or remake of Mary Poppins. And she's going to be Mary Poppins.
Yeah. I actually thought that Tim Burton movie, that preview, I thought that was Mary Poppins for some reason.
Yeah.
When I first saw it.
I saw a trailer where somebody put Poppins. Yeah. And then directed by Christopher.
Well, it's because
Tim Burton.
Yeah, because she flies up or whatever. I think that movie might have potential. The first one was okay.
Yeah. It had its moments.
Well, I mean, it's got Charlize Theron in it. I mean,
I thought she was one of the worst parts of it.
You can't go wrong with it.
I feel like she overacted so much.
She probably.
It just felt out
she's
of
playing
place.
a crazy psycho.
Yeah. Next one, April 29th, Keanu.
Oh yeah,
I want to see that.
We didn't even talk about Keanu.
Yeah, it looks so funny.
Key and Peele.
Yeah. I've never watched their show. I've seen clips, but I've never actually watched the whole show.
Oh really?
Yeah, they are funny when I've seen
their
them.
Best clip is their valet guys out front when they talk about Liam Neeson's. Oh, it's great. We'll have to watch some of that.
Yeah,
Keanu looks really funny. And I know I'm going to go watch it because my wife's a big cat lover. So we're going to go give that a shot. What else?
May 6th, Captain America Civil War.
Oh, yeah.
May 20th, Neighbors 2.
Team Cap. What was it?
Neighbors 2.
Oh.
It looks okay. It'll be another one I watch on when it comes out on DVD.
Yeah, it's all right.
May 27th, X-Men Apocalypse.
Oh, yes.
And Alice Through the Looking Glass.
That's more for you Tim Burton fans, I guess.
It'll be one of those, I'd like to see it in theaters, and I never do. I see it when it comes out.
Yeah.
June 3rd is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Out of the Shadows.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that actually looks pretty good. It's got a...
Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yeah, but it's also got... Krang. Yeah, Krang.
That looks good. It looks like they're like one of those where they bring in who the fans want into it.
Yep.
And that can be good and bad.
Techno-drum and all.
Like Venom wasn't so good in Spider-Man. Everybody wanted Venom, and then they brought him in. And
well, that wasn't really Venom. I mean, it was and it wasn't.
I mean, it was still, supposed to be, and it was Sam Raimi being forced to do something he didn't.
It was a studio interference, I think.
So, but this seems more like they want to bring him in. It looks like it'd be fun.
It looks really good, actually.
June 10th is Now You See Me 2.
Oh, no.
So that's one of those, it's just a sequel that doesn't need to be made. No. Warcraft, same day.
Yes. I was about to say, there's a movie that comes around my birthday that's really big that I want to see. And I never played WoW. I never had a computer that could really
I played Warcraft 2, but then not WoW.
I played 3.
Yeah.
Remember, I got it when I bought, what's his name's laptop.
Yeah.
And we got Warcraft 3, so we played it and loved it. Our buddy Daryl loved this stuff. Can't get enough of it.
WoW?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it actually looks really good to me, and I don't know anything about it. So that kind of... It's made by Duncan Jones, the guy who made Moon.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I love
Zoe
Moon.
Bowie.
Yeah, Zoe Bowie. I like Duncan Jones a little better.
Yeah.
But it looks awesome, and
Moon
that's coming
really
from somebody who isn't a fan of the WoW series.
Yeah. A good director. So. June 17th, Finding Dory.
I don't know.
I love Finding Nemo.
I love it too.
I don't know. I haven't seen a trailer or anything, so I don't know.
I've seen a trailer. It doesn't do anything for me. I don't know.
June 24th, Independence Day Resurgence.
Oh, come on. That's
I don't know.
I'm a sucker for sci-fi.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got Jeff Goldblum in it, man. Ian Malcolm.
Have you seen Bill Pullman in it? The Bill Beard.
Oh, no, that's not Bill Pullman. That's Bill something. He's the president.
Yeah.
In the first one.
It's Bill Pullman.
Bill Pullman. No, Paxton. That's it. Yeah, you're right.
You're thinking
right.
Paxton.
Yeah.
It's Bill Pullman. Yeah. I'm right, bitch.
Yeah, for once. It's on record. So.
Yeah. First time.
Yeah.
Okay. July 1st, The Legend of Tarzan.
It looks pretty good. It's got Northman in it.
Who?
True Blood, Eric Northman.
Oh. Was he Tarzan?
Yeah, he's fucking massive.
I haven't even seen the trailer.
Yeah.
The BFG.
BFG. It's familiar.
It's not the big fucking gun.
No, it's familiar, though.
It's the big friendly giant.
Yeah, that's right. Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't look that good to me.
Weird. It's supposed to be like a loved property. Like,
Yeah, I never heard of it.
we don't have kids, so.
Yeah. But I thought it was supposed to be an older, like our age,
I don't know.
book or something. And the same day, Purge election year. I'm not sure too much on gory
No,
torture.
I'm sure my wife will want to get it when it comes out,
sure.
but I don't think we're going to go to the theaters for it.
Yeah.
We haven't seen any of the others. We saw the first one, or at least I have.
The second one, my friend Anthony said if you pictured it as a Punisher movie,
Nope.
it was good.
No.
Don't picture it as The Purge or whatever. So he told me that.
Again, if you want Punisher, go back to Daredevil
Well,
Season 2.
We didn't have that when he told me this.
I know.
July 15th, Ghostbusters.
Ooh, okay.
Trailer didn't look bad, but it didn't look great.
No, the reworked fan edit looked a whole lot better.
Looked better, yeah. They
which-
just took out more and put the theme on it, so
Could just be a bad edit.
I'm hoping.
I'm hoping to.
I'm not the biggest Ghostbuster fan. I liked them, but
Yeah.
I didn't have that nostalgia that so many people had for it.
Yeah, but there's only Zool,
Yeah.
no Dana. But it looks good. Anything that brings a bigger crowd to it kind of helps.
Yeah.
On the movies, we just got a couple more to go through.
What was the last one I did?
Was it Tarzan?
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters, that's right.
Yeah. July 22nd, Star Trek Beyond.
Oh, yeah.
I
Hated
haven't
the trailer.
It didn't really. It just seemed action packed and didn't really tell you anything about it.
I wasn't a fan when they announced Justin Lin was the
Yeah,
director.
I don't really like Fast
But
and Furious movies that
I
much.
do like Simon Pegg co-writing it or writing it or
Yeah.
whatever he did. But I have hope, I guess. Best thing I can say about it.
I had both the other two.
Yeah.
Same day, Ice Age Collision Course.
No
I figured
kids.
that's what you'd say.
Don't care.
July 29th, Jason Bourne.
Oh, yes. I just bought all the... Amazon had a deal on the Blu-rays. Bought them all for $20.
Damn.
The first three and Bourne Legacy. And so I watched them all. Man, I love Jason Bourne.
Yeah. Which one's Bourne Legacy?
Bourne Legacy with Jeremy Renner.
Okay, yeah, I've seen that.
Remember when we saw the first Bourne in theaters? Then we come home, we tried to explain how he fights to your dad.
I don't remember that.
You know, I do, because it's like, what? When he's fighting on the park bench when he's
Yeah.
sleeping. We couldn't come close at all.
In August, and then it'll be done because there's nothing in September. August 5th, Suicide Squad.
Oh, yes. That is probably after Civil War and X-Men, I guess. And the one coming out this week. That's my movie. That'd be the movie I want to watch, actually.
I got a couple of comedies I'd put over that.
Really?
Keanu. I'd rather see that than...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. As far as, like, the later half of the movie, or the year, Rogue One, I'm looking most forward to, and then Suicide Squad. It's a pretty good year in movies, hopefully.
August 12th, Sausage Party, as we mentioned.
Oh,
in the
yeah,
top
we
10.
mentioned that earlier.
Ben-Hur. We just watched the trailer for that.
Oh, yeah, I showed you that. Neither one of us have seen the original, or I might have seen it, but I may have been, like, super young.
Yeah, I don't remember it.
It looks decent enough. It looks pretty good.
And Pete's Dragon.
Oh, yeah. I
Did
saw,
you
like,
watch
a little...
the movie as a kid?
Yes.
That's one of the movies I watched a bunch as a kid.
I didn't watch it a bunch. As well, guys in podcast land doesn't know this, but as I've told everybody before, I didn't really watch kid movies as a kid. I was watching sci-fi stuff. I probably shouldn't have been.
Shitty movies at the whole.
Oh, no. I'm talking like Alien and Aliens and stuff like that. But yes, I did watch The Hole with Stephen Dorff, and it scared the shit out of me. Now it's kind of atrocious to watch it. But no, like that's why I don't like Willy Wonka, the original.
I love that. I watched those type. I didn't watch like all like cartoons and really kiddie stuff.
Pete's Dragon I did watch because my cousins had it, and I have 3 sisters, and they just loved that and Dirty Dancing, so I watched it quite a bit.
See, I never saw Dirty Dancing until I was older.
You were lucky, but I think we're gonna try to wrap up because I got to go to work. It was kind of a good recap, and like I said, next week we'll try to Skype in. If not, I'll get on here and I'll give my wife some. So we'll give that a shot. Thank you guys for listening, and we hope to make this kind of a regular thing. Get a little more
organized.
Yeah.
A little better flow. I'll talk more.
Just a good start. Just 2 idiots in a room talking about stuff we like. So hopefully we can add some idiots to our crew. But we'll talk to you guys later on. Hopefully next week. If not, we'll see you soon. Bye.
See ya.
Countdown to Geektown.